All right, so they say vegans are sticking up for the voiceless, but I came from about 100 yards away and I could hear these guys screaming. This is a pig operation. This is where bacon comes from in Korea, and they are living and in their own shit in these little, and you can hear them screaming. It smells terrible down here, and also there's runoff, and you can see the waste, the manure, and it's just going right down into this water. I mean, if you can't recognize the injustice here and then want to do something about it, I mean, this is something we can all do something about, and we got to do something about it. It's an emergency, okay? It's not food, it's violence. We got to wake up and we got to go vegan. Alright, so I just came from the pig operation and now I'm here at a cow farm. This is where steak and burgers come from in Korea, and these animals are so beautiful. I was actually lucky enough to talk to the guy who works there. He's over there feeding them, and he's actually really nice. And he said these beautiful animals go for about $500 a head. So that's called reductionism and commodification of life, using them as property. That's injustice, that's oppression, so that's got to end. Being fair means going vegan. You can hear them, I can smell them, it's disgusting, and look how curious they are. It's amazing to just be next to them, these beautiful animals. So we gotta end this. We gotta end this now. Yeah, so I just got back from filming outside, and I gotta say it's intense. You know, I had been out there a few times already, and I'm glad that I finally got around to filming it, but it's never easy. I got like a headache now, and my clothes smell like it. I gotta take a shower because, like, just being around it, I mean, can you imagine living in it? And that's how you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it from the victim's point of view, because we know that no animal would choose to live in its own feces. We know that. That's obvious. And I can't help every time I go by there thinking about that scene from the movie Schindler's List, where those Jewish people have to like hide down in that outhouse in their own feces, and whether or not you think that it's the same exact thing would be for an animal as it would be for a person, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's injustice. You know, it's injustice because we don't need to be eating them, we don't need to be enslaving them. And we do it for habit, convenience, taste, and tradition. I mean, and as you know, those obviously aren't good enough reasons. So hopefully people who watch this will be able to recognize the injustice and then go beyond their programming that says it's okay. And then we'll be able, when enough people do that and go vegan, we'll be able to abolish the property status of animals. And I gotta be honest and say I'm a little nervous or a little paranoid about putting this out there because, you know, well, I'm just paranoid about computers and technology in general, but also because this is a powerful industry, you know, but you know, any negative consequences that could come from me, towards me, from posting this, you know, first of all, they're nothing compared to what could happen to the animals, and then, like I said, this is an emergency, so if the environment reaches a point of no return, which it looks like it could, then how does that compare to the consequences that I could receive? Another reason I'm concerned about putting this out there is because I can already hear the people in my head. I can hear the people saying, well, what about that poor farmer? Or what about that guy who you said is a nice guy, wouldn't be out of business? And I think that's really small thinking because, you know, I talked to him and he said he's not even making enough to make a living as it is. So he might be able to make more money if he grows vegetables instead of cows. And then also it can't be good emotionally for his health to be doing that kind of work. So, you know, the thing we got to remember is, like, this is a human rights issue just as much as it is an animal rights issue. So, you know, we're all being oppressed by this system. It's like Martin Luther King, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So anytime we see injustice taking place, we got to take action and then just trust that it's going to bring positive results. And I have a feeling that it will. So much love. Please go vegan, and thanks for watching.